Good morning. Today I'm going to just talk about a couple of things that I have been noticing for a little while, but particularly this week. That time seems to be flashing before our eyes as if things are coming at us really very quickly. And I'm seeing a lot of things in the relationship category, partnership, clearing up details that have perhaps not been exactly clear. I divine, so sometimes the way I see things won't exactly fit the story, yet they'll completely fit the story from a metaphorical sense of things. So as a diviner and reader, I have to be really careful how I interpret that, because there is great room for misunderstanding as I process. And so this is something that came up, and I've been getting hit with details on relationships and how people perceive and move forward. So today my question to the universe, and I'm going to use my Thoth Tarot, I'm using Thoth Tarot deck. What I'm going to be asking the deck is to tell me about this process of time that we're in, this Saturnian energy that is just snapping by and is has no forgiveness. It's like, get up, get going, don't mess around, do your business, on to the next. And it feels almost overwhelming to me. So we had the full moon in Leo and now we're in Virgo, the details. And so let's just go ahead and start using the cards. Thoth Tarot, Princess of Cups. Yes, we are a bunch of, if you will, energies kind of flying around. And you can see this card. I'm just going to show it to you really quick, but I want to sit and kind of examine it a little bit more closely so that I'm giving you a good reading. But you can notice this swan with the black wings, things that are coming up, things that need to be resolved that haven't been resolved. And you can see the moon right there as it closes out one cycle and gets to it, and it goes into another cycle. And this lavender is going to be kind of that intuitive process, that process of thinking in the relationships, the many hooks that we have or don't have, and how we deal with what is and isn't. And at this point, a lot of us are just really questioning what we know and don't know, and why we're even bothering with relationships. Many of us don't do as well. I know for myself, at this time, there's absolutely no way I want to be committed to someone, because quite frankly, I'm committed to my studies. I'm committed to other things, and I find relationships in this sense to be highly confusing and rather uncomfortable. And so this Cancerian, that this moon energy, right? It is saying that the way we do partnership and relationships is in a form of transformation and change, which of course it is. We're getting ready to see Saturn go into Pisces, which is going to really kind of make things not very clear. And then you've got Pluto in 2024 that's going to be in Aquarius, and that is it. It's not going back into Capricorn. So we're about to see the structures of time and the transformation of air, if you will, or the electric process of Uranus, because Uranus is the ruler of the 11th house or Aquarius. We're about to see that energy get, if you will, electric, on fire in a way, but not fire in the sense you think of fire, but more like a zap of electricity. So what do we have? We have Queen of Swords, where, yes, thoughts are going to really come into the process, and the way we do things is going to be you can see that there's a good deal of storm around her as she rises up. And notice that she's without a top. Basically, she's exposing her breasts. She's saying that she has to operate in her truth and her vulnerability, that there is no room for this making it work for somebody else kind of energy, that she has to stand on her own, or she has to sit in her own energy, as we all do. And that is what it's coming down to, is that who are you? And what is it that you uniquely bring? Don't bring us something that isn't who you are, because we need the uniqueness. We need the bare truth. We need the bare realities of the divine. Not to say that feminine or masculine is one more important than the other. No, because really the truth is we're made up of energies that are divine and masculine, feminine. Some of us as women have more masculine energy than feminine energy. Does that mean that this energy that's going on right now is passing us by? Not at all. What it means is that we each have a contributing process that we are in at this time. And it doesn't really matter whether you're masculine or you're feminine. Spirit is asking you to stand in your own unique set of shoes so that you can be a part of the collective healing, because that's what this is. Transformation and change is about healing. Yes, we all feel uncomfortable. We all kind of want the hurt to stop. But until we deal with the hidden truths, we can't stop anything. And the final card in the Thoth Tarot is the Hermit, Virgo. That yes, we're kind of having to go into retreat and see things as they are through the narrow walls or the narrow views that we get from time to time of something called the truth, the bloody reality behind or underneath all the layers. It is layered into a process called love. Notice the green background here. That is going to be the heart chakra. This here is going to be the root chakra, where we're all just kind of getting zapped and reminded of who we are. And so we walk down these narrow halls of life thinking that we know things, yet we need to maybe go into retreat. Maybe we do need to look, kind of step back and make sure that we understand the nature of the light that we see. And now in my case, when I divine, I kind of got scolded yesterday because I said something that bothered someone, but I realized in this, now again, some truth coming forward even for myself, that when I did it, what I was seeing maybe wasn't literal, and that is common for me, where I don't necessarily see it exactly the way it happened, but I get glimpses into parts which will tell me what I need to know. And so I want to say that when I divine, that it isn't meant to be literal. It is oftentimes metaphorical for something else. So with that, please do consider like, share, and subscribe. Join myself in Maha's Treasure Box as we entertain our new journey, and we are doing star medical astrology. We are about, I would say about another 10 weeks, 10 classes, and we will be done with our first part of medical astrology. Then we have to go on and do the next, and then we have another process. So we are about a year total before we're done, and then we have the master's program, which is a project that we build, and that'll just be kind of ongoing, and I don't know when that'll be done. But with that, please do consider booking a forecast reading for yourself, which to figure out a month that you have a lot of issues, probably you'll have a month in and month out. And consider asking, what is this and why do I have this, as a part of your forecast? And with that, I thank you so much for joining me here.